What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. In today's video guys, I want to know if I can use any soap and clean this car. I've done some research and it seems like you can use any soap, but you don't want to use the pressure washer like too close to it. When you wrap your car, yes, you have to take a bit more precaution when you're washing it because it's a vinyl and you don't want to get water up under the vinyl. So I'm going to clean this car today and I'm going to try my best. I've never washed a car with a wrap before. I've never owned a car with a wrap. This is my first time owning a car that has a vinyl wrap on it. So I'm going to see how I'm going to cure it. So I'm trying to locate an ECU for this car. This is the AM that came out of it, and this is a D-series engine in the car. But I know not all D-series engines are created equal, so they don't have the same computer. So maybe some of you guys can look at the connector and tell me which ECU. I want a factory ECU to go back in this car. This AM, I don't trust it. If any of you guys want this AM, I will give it to you. But I don't trust this. I need a factory ECU. Like I said, look at this. All of you under experts can look at the connection and tell me which one do I need for this car. I know them have some called P06, P28, P this, P that, P. I'm at Asafa. This is the P28. P28 for a D16 Y8. And you can see the difference with the connection. I don't know if I'm showing you guys properly. So yeah guys, I need a factory ECU for this car. If any one of you guys have one, I would love to have it. So I usually leave the cars on trickle charger whenever I park them because I don't like this car. I don't really drive it that much, so it's on a trickle charger. Guys, before I start washing the car, maybe I should have done this in the garage, but I have a brake. The brake light is on in the car, and I think I know which sensor it is. I changed one of the sensors, but I did kind of modify it a little bit. I got all the sensors were rear sensors, but I kind of modified one of them to work on the front, so I guess it didn't work. So I got the correct one now, so I'm gonna put it on the car. Guys, I'm just gonna use some regular car wash soap. Well, not regular, it's I guess it has a name brand, but not doing any advertisement for anybody today. If you want to know which soap, I'll put it in the you can ask me and I'll put it, and I'll send you a message directly. But I'm just using soap and a little this sponge thing. And we'll see if we wash off the wrap off the car. So I'm done washing the car now, and turned out really good. The water came out of the car pretty easy, easier than the paint itself. But this is just an experiment. I won't know if the shampoo, the car wash damaged the wrap as yet. I mean, it would have started showing already, but it came out really nice. The car looks really well. I could have gotten away with just spraying the water on it and wipe it off, because it wasn't that dirty, just had a little dust, because I parked it clean and then some dust just went on it. So could have gotten away with that, but the wrap is sitting pretty nice. And guys, funny enough, this is not like the most expensive wraps, you know. It's a wrap from China. It's a wrap from China, but it look good, and we'll see how long it lasts on the car. So yeah, tomorrow I have to drop off the Jetour T2, so let's move on to tomorrow.
You know, I had the car for the weekend, the Jetour T2, and this is the man, the first Jetour video I did, you remember, Matthew?
Hello folks, how are you guys?
Yeah man,
so you guys tuning in, enjoying the review so far. What I must say is that Asafa really and truly educated Jamaicans, or he has been educating Jamaicans on you know, our vehicles, especially the T2, which is the crowd's favorite. I mean, it is really pushing out there, and I just waited on him to come by a few months from me. The drive quality of the T2 is very comfortable. The suspension is comfortable. You know, you get a lot of features in these vehicles. For an affordable price, you can't ask for more. Honest to God, what do you think, Asafa?
Well, one of the main reasons why I like it the most is the fastest one. It's the fastest one, and I mean it's very rugged.
Yeah.
Very rugged and very solid. Like I said, like I drove it up. I think Sasko, Agent Sasko.
Yeah.
And up by his property, and his road is very
off-road.
And it felt at home. The minute I turn on the road and I start driving it there, it felt at home.
Yeah.
And I drove a few pickups up there, and what I don't like with the pickups, they feel like too much, like feel too light and bouncy.
Yeah. This sits comfortable on the road.
Yeah.
And I'm sure if you have, because if you got the one with the all-terrain tires, you would have felt the difference. But nonetheless, this still gives you the off-roading experience. The all-terrain tires, we do have them. As you know, Tire Warehouse Automotive is the parent company for Jetour. So, you know, when you come by it, you don't have to worry about where you're going to get the tires. Tire Warehouse is there for you. And you know, just go and set your vehicle. There's a lot of accessories that we sell for the T2. When it's kitted out properly, you would say, hey, what kind of supercar that? And so forth. But it's really affordable. You know, continue tuning in on Asafa's channel. You know, there are more. There's also another one coming soon, but I can't say as yet until you know we are given the go ahead to say it. But I can tell you that the other one will come. You see, like how the T2 perform, I tell you, this is going to perform. That is going to perform. So that's no more, just wait for it.
But yeah, one more thing as well is that I've driven a few other vehicles. I know some like BMWs are built with performance in mind first, and then comfort comes after. Mercedes is built with comfort first and then performance after. And you BMW people can attest to that because BMWs are great performance cars. You know, they perform well on track, on road, and all that stuff, but they are not as comfortable as Mercedes. Where Mercedes are very comfortable, but they don't perform as, you know, great. I mean, probably a little more reliable, but they don't perform as great as BMWs.
True.
Where with this car kind of competes with like a Wrangler.
Yeah.
With like a Wrangler. The Wrangler, I think they built that Wrangler on like some rocks in the mountains because I think that's how it was built. It was built for rock climbing and all that stuff, so it's not as comfortable on the road, or it's very bouncy. I drove one of them before, and it's very bouncy, not as comfortable. Where, you know, this is like the engineers were in the lab together. Like
they spent time. They thoroughly went through. They went through other existing brands that are popular, and I feel like they just took like everything and just put it together. So you get a perfect car. Like I'm not saying that. Listen, Jetour is the best, but Jetour is one of the best Chinese brand that is around, and it's rapidly taking over because, you know, when you go to other countries, I'm not sure if I said it in I think I said it the last time. I was in Panama. My wife and I were in Panama, and I saw it. Jetours were there, but it was mostly T2s. We went to Damrep the other day, same thing. You know, it's rapidly taking over. Jamaicans, you know, just being introduced to Jetour. A lot of persons are skeptical, I understand, but I mean, you're getting quality. The Chinese, they have advanced their technology, and I must say that these cars are built to long last. You know, it's just upward mobility from here with these cars, and Chinese are rapidly taking over. That's all I can say.
Yeah, man, for sure. And it's not a biased thing or anything like that. It's just, I'm just speaking from, you know, a car guy perspective. And when it comes to like Jamaica, a lot of people don't want to think Jamaica is a third world country. Jamaica is actually a third world country, but we're growing, we're building, and all that stuff. And a lot of people can't really afford, like, you know, the big name cars that sell for like 30, you know, 20 or 30 million. But when you can buy something like this for 7 million and you can park in a parking lot with those cars and still stand out, you know, I think that's really, really good. You know what I mean? You're paying a fraction of the price, and you can drive past and people will look at your vehicle instead of the vehicle that costs $30 million. That really says a lot. You know what I mean? I've been observing people how they look at the car, or they accept the car, and, you know, everybody does look at the car. It has a presence. You know what I mean? So that's just the thing about it. You know, it's very affordable, and it has a presence. You can drive, go out, you can sport, and, you know, the vehicle don't look like the price. You know what I mean? The vehicle looks way better than the price.
Yep.
Yeah. Alright guys, that's gonna be it for this video today. And guys, when I say something about a car, I want you guys to go and check it out for yourself. Don't just take my word, even though, you know what I mean, I'm telling you how I feel about something, but I want you to, because everybody have their own opinion, everybody feel a different way about different things. So you just have to, you know, check for yourself. If I show you something that I bought on Amazon and I say it works great, it's best if you check it out for yourself. Don't just take my word for it. Everybody wants to drive a nice car, but it comes at a cost. And all the cars nowadays they're equipped with a lot more technology, and the technology is what makes the cars so much more expensive. And everybody want the technology as well. So, you know, it's a situation where you wonder what to get. But there are some cars out there that are selling for a reasonable price, and you can get it with all the technology that these cars come with. This is equipped with a lot of technology. You might not get the speed, but for sure you'll get, you know, the Apple CarPlay, the Android Auto, the lane keep assist, the collision warning, all of that stuff are in most of the cars nowadays. You know, so you can get all this technology in a way cheaper car. Don't just look at what other people drive. You know what I mean? People might drive an Audi, a Benz, BMW, but you can get something cheaper. You know what I mean? And very comfortable and fit in anywhere for a fraction of the price. So, alright, thanks for watching. Like and subscribe.